Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the...
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start on the ground, ETN.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week.
Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he will find Davis. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for Jaguars. First down.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Christian Harris, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
So deep trouble here, backed up to their own 1-yard line for 2nd and long.
And Stroud now to throw.
A quick throw here, that's complete.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. 3rd and 8. Stroud to throw it. To the right side and caught by Dell.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Tate on the return.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
They'll run here with a rookie.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
this defense for the Texans, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lawrence will throw. That's complete to Davis.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Texans offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their 2nd possession. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
Touchdown, Houston.
Jahan Dotson
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars back with it on offense. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Caught right side, Tate.
Stoppage here for an injury.
Always now on third down.
Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Tate, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
Here's Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Now Lawrence. Pass complete. He's got Hendershot.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Josh Hines-Allen
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
To the right side and intercepted. Down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. A try here for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. Stroud out of the gun here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Stroud off the play fake. Taking a shot for Dell here.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
That is caught.
Boy, shifts past him.
Fighting through, and he's got space.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Stroud.
This is caught.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Warren will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
2nd and 10. Robinson with another carry. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Harris now to return. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single-season passing. Got his man, it's Warren.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
A handoff for Warren.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Lawrence going to give this to Robinson. Draw play.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Texans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Here's Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Stroud will look to throw once more. A throw on the money there to Doolin.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing now is Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The Texans had 8 and 6 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Stroud working out of the gun. And this one complete to Doolin.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18.
Stroud to throw it.
Throwing the out route, incomplete.
That's Jordan. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
The throwing again is Stroud. Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead. and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Now Lawrence. He'll find Gabriel Davis.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Here's Lawrence. Right back to Davis. It's complete.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Thomas, the man in motion left.
Lawrence will throw.
And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Antonio Johnson makes the stop.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. Jalen Tolbert, a touchdown reception. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jordan Love has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Falcons. It was a terrific first half from the former Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud. He's got 2 touchdown passes already, but he's also thrown 2 interceptions. So it was feast or famine whenever his guys had the football.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
now they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Now a 2nd and 10.
at the 28-yard line.
On the give, it's Warren.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And Stroud now to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
A 46-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
2nd and a couple. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Etienne.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Harris to return. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And the Texans will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others, as his guys are able to extend their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? Touchdown, Jaguars.
Gabriel Davis,
72 yards.
and the Jags are back within a score.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now a run with Warren.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now it's the backup Darnold. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
This is Harris. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Stroud looking to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 49 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now Darnold. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Christian Harris
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Azeez Al-Shaair, he's the one who got a hand on it and knocked it free.
Here's Logan Cook now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Well, this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
Across midfield. He's on his way. Stephon Diggs.
Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
It's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Darnold now to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, Harris. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
Now Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Play action. Stroud now. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs. 43 yards.
And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's Darnold.
A short throw there to Strange.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now 2nd and 3.
To throw is Darnold. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Back to throw, Darnold.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Darnold. He's got Thomas yet again complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Darnold to throw again.
A short throw there to Strange. And he will have a Jaguars first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In motion left is Thomas. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Running left, it's Warren.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They'll run it. Warren.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. On the run, it's Warren. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 32. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here's Warren.
Good footwork at the 30.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Here's Stroud. And he's got Jordan complete right side.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll run on 1st down. Warren. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Warren. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Open man is Kirk, complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. From the 36, Darnold. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
They'll drop to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, it's a critical win for them.